So, good morning, everyone, and a very warm welcome to the next session. So, in the last session, what we have learned while loops, right? And I told you the syntax of the while loops, and the first step that we need to initialize the variable. Then we use condition. Then we will do increment, decrement. Also, I told you how what is increment, what is decrement. So, and also we have done with the dry run, right? What is dry run and how can we do this? After that, I told you break and continue statements, like where do we use break statements and where do we use continue statement. So, in today's session, we're gonna learn for loops. Okay. So, before going ahead, let's do one thing. Let me just okay. Just make a line in between, and this line is for while loop. Here I use this line to make a differentiate between while loops and for loops, right? So you guys have better idea. So what we were doing in while loops, first we will do initialization, right? What we were doing in while loops, first we were initialization. And what is initialization? You guys already know that when we are initializing a variable, right? After that, so this is the step one. In step two, what we will do? We'll do condition to terminate the loop, right? In third step, what we will do? We'll do increment, rather increment, either increment or decrement. Depends on the situation of the question. Okay, if I take a example of it, like suppose if I take example, so suppose you need to print your name 5 times. How do you print it? In using while loop, how do you print? Just do it by yourself till the time I'm writing here. Okay. What you will do? You will take a variable, let I suppose, and you are initializing the variable I and giving the value as 1. Okay. What next? In initialization has done, then you need to use condition while how many times? 5 times. I is not less than is equals to, sorry, greater than is equals to, no, not less, greater than is less than is equals to 5. What do you do? Console.log. Suppose your name is Aman. Okay. Console.log what? Done with the console and then closing these curly brackets. Done? Is it fine? Just think and just look at the code and think if it is it fine. What I am missing here, just think that what I am missing here. I'm missing here the incrementing, the third step, which is incrementing. If I don't use this increment here, like if I don't use I plus plus here, what gonna happen? Okay, I will show you this thing in on Raplet. Okay, what if I miss this statement, then what will do? Okay, so understood. This is basically initialization, the first step, right? condition is this, and increment and decrement is this. So we are good to go. Okay, so what if I miss this? What if? So I'll show you on Rapid what's gonna happen. So my code statement is I need to print my name 5 times, right? This is the problem statement. So what I'm doing first, initializing the variable and giving the value as 1. Then use condition, which is I is less than is equals to 5, because I need to print 5 times. That's why I'm using is equals to sign. And then I'm using console.log. My name is Rahul. Suppose my name is Rahul. Okay. Now I'm not using, I'm missing incrementing here. Okay. Now see what's gonna happen. So basically node, this is problem 7.js. Look, this loop is not getting end. It is running. So for that, what we'll do is we will do Control C so that it gets end. Okay. And clear. It stops the terminal shell. So what is going happening? See, if I is the value of I is not getting incremented, is not if I is not getting increment. Okay, okay. Wait. If this value is not going to adding, like incrementing, like if I'm not doing I plus 1, if I'm not doing this, if I'm not doing 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1, if I'm not going to do this command always true. This command will always true, because what I will not, like, the value of I is not going to increment. I value of I is gonna only 1, and 1 is always less than 5. So this condition is always gets true. So that's why the my loop is getting infinite. So this loop we will call as infinite loop. Okay, what do we call these kinds of loop? That it's infinite loops. Got it? So now I'm using this, which is I plus plus. Now let's see. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Suppose I want to see number here. So I'm using this. Okay. Now see. My name is Rahul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see. Okay. I hope this much is clear to you guys. So what if I miss this command? What gonna happen? So it becomes what? It becomes an infinite loop, because value of I always remains I less than 5. Okay, so this condition always gets true. I remains same, right? So this is our while loop. Now let's see for loop. Okay. In for loop, what we have? The syntax of for loops is like for. First of all, you initialize is this loop like from the starting for. In while loops, what we were doing, we are using while after the initialization. But in for loops, before initialization, we use for and use this bracket. Then we will initialize it. Then what's gonna happen? Initialization. Then terminator, basically full stop of JavaScript. Okay. Then condition. Then increment or decrement. then bracket close. After this, we will not use like what decrement. After increment decrement, we don't use this terminator. Okay, we don't use. Okay, increment or decrement. Then we will use curly braces. We write code here, the code which we want to run in this loop code. Okay, and that's it. Okay, now let's take an example. The same question, it's the same problem statement that you have to print your name 5 times. How gonna you do this while using for loop? How gonna you will do this? So what I've told you that you has to use for, then initialization, which is let I is equals to 1, then terminator. What is next? Condition. Then I is less than is equals to 5. Then what do you need to use? Terminator. Then what is next? Increment, rather increment or decrement. So here you need to increment. So what you are going to do is I plus plus. Bracket close, then code. For this command, for this problem statement, the code is console.log. My name is Rahul. Okay. Then close these curly brackets. And that's it. Now let's do this code on Replit. Then you'll have a better idea. So for what I told you that for using for loops, what you need to do is using for let first thing is initialization, then condition I is greater than is equals to 5, then increment, then for console dot log my name is Rahul. So for string you have to use these double bracket called commas, right? Then let's run it. See. Okay, let's print I value of I. Now let's run it. See. The same output you are getting in while loops and in the same output you are getting in for loops. Okay, the method, the syntax is different, but you can use what? You can use both. Okay, this while loop as well, or you can use for loop as well. See 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I hope this thing has clear to you guys. Now we have another topic which is concatenation. What is this? Concatenation. So basically concatenation meaning is joining. Okay. Concatenation meaning is joining. So suppose okay, let's do it here. Okay, now. So what I'm doing here, concatenation, or you can see joining. So just focus here. Now I'm initializing a variable which is let a is equals to, and I'm giving this as 10. Then I'm giving as initializing another variable AB and putting these strings. Okay. Now, what the value of A is? What's the data type of the value of A? This is number, right? This is basically number. And what is this? This is basically string. So here in concatenation, what I am doing, I am joining number with string. So let's do this A plus B for joining, for adding, for concatenation. What we will do? We'll do A plus B. Okay. What is the output now? What should be the output? So output should be 1010. Now let's see. Okay, I'm running problem 7. I need to run problem 8. My bad. Node problem 8.js 1010. See, you can see that. So this is basically concatenation. What I was doing here now, like console.log, my name is Rahul, and this is not concatenation. I'm using this string and putting comma here. I'm not adding this. If I do add now, add, then it becomes also what? String. Okay. This I, the value of I is. Okay. I think this much is clear to you guys. Now, so let's do some more problems of uh, okay, so by using the for loops. Okay, so here I'm doing making another problem, which is problem 9.js. Okay, sorry, my bad. I should not use capital letters. Let's rename it problem 9.js. So, so I am doing, I'm printing uh, numbers 1 to 5. Okay. So, if what's the syntax? First, we need to initialize, then condition is equals to 5. Okay. And after that, I incrementing, which is I plus plus. And yes, now I need to do console dot log I. Okay. Now let's clear this. No problem 9.js. You can see I'm getting is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So suppose what now I want to print these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a single line, in a horizontal way, like this. I want output like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I want output like this. So how can we do this? So this is basically this is our problem statement. I want to print what's the problem statement is print numbers in a horizontal line. So this is basically your problem statement. Now, how can you do this? So before going ahead, okay. First of all, let's put this loop here. This is you gonna do this, but I'll make you understand with a very small example. Suppose you are going in market and you want to buy many things from there. Right? You want this, you want to buy 5 items, right? Suppose one, two, three, four, and five. Okay, so what you will do? You'll take one bag, one empty bag, right? You go to the market, you take one thing, you buy one thing and you put it into the bag, right? Then you go to the next shop, you buy this thing and put it in the bag. Then you put this in bag, this and this. Okay. So what you take? You take an empty bag. What have you taken? Is empty bag, right? What you have take is what you take took. You took an empty bag, right? So for this, I told you the concatenation, right? I told you about concatenation. You can concatenate your numbers to numbers with string, right? You can concatenate. So for that, you will take a variable which is bag. You can give any name to the variable, right? So here I'm taking a variable, the name bag, and I'm putting this. This is nothing. See, don't use this space. Okay, just use this. So what does it mean? It means an empty string. What you are taking is initialization of empty string. This is basically empty string. What it is? Empty string in the simple language, right? So this, not bag, this. Bag is the name of the variable, right? These double commas are the empty string, right? So now what you need to do is you need to do bag is equals to bag plus I. That's it. And then what you need to do is just put here. After the loop, you can do like this console.log bag. Got it? Then just do here. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you want space in between. So I already told you what you need to do this. You need to give space, right? Like this. So now you can see the output 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exactly the output which I want, right? Both the value, both the same. So what you have, what I have done, I use this empty bag to put my things inside it. So I use bag, and how I can like putting these things, I'm doing concatenation here. Okay. So bag is basically an empty string, which is empty bag, we can say. Okay. So let's go to the notepad. Sorry, here. So if we do like number, if we concatenate number plus number, okay, if we concatenate number to number, it remains number, right? If we join string plus no string, like string plus string, and what it would be string only. If we do number plus string, what it would be? It becomes string. Okay. So 10 plus this string 10 would be again string. Okay. So this is basically our concatenation. Now Let's move forward. I'm giving one more problem statement to you guys. What the problem statement is saying to you, you need to adding all the numbers in 1 to 10. Okay, what this time what you need to do is you need to do add numbers from 1 to 10. So first do here and then you will do it on Rapid. How will you do it? Just do it by yourself first. And then just pause when you are watching this video. So before starting my code, before looking into my code, just pause this video, do it by your own, and then watch it. Okay, so that you get to know where you are lacking and where you need to improve, right? So this is very good thing. It's a good practice for you. So now, for adding, what we'll do now? Let oh sorry. The first thing would be for, and then initializing the variable. Let I is equals to 1. I is less than is equals to where we need to do 10. Then I plus plus. Okay. For getting sum, for add, we want the sum, right? So do sum is equals to 0 here. And sum is equals to sum plus I. Okay. Then basically here the code is, then you need to console. If you want to see one and one, if, okay, let me tell you. See, suppose if you want to do like this 1 plus 2, then you get 3. Then after that you want to 2 plus 3 is 5. If you want this kind of output, if you want to do like this, and then again and again, like so you can print sum here only. Okay, I'll show you on Replit as well. Console.log sum. Right. If you don't want to see in the see in sequence, you want to see the whole sum of the digits 1 to 10. So you can easily do like after the loop console.log sum. Okay. So let's do this on Replit. I'm just copying this code from here and putting it in here. So let's comment this and I am putting the code here. Okay, so for the first I am commenting this console. I want to I want to see my sum one by one. Okay, so let's see here. Okay. So you can see 1, 3, 6, 10, 15, 21, 28, 36, 45. If you want to see each and everything, if you want to see the value, okay, if you want to see the whole sum of the 10 digits, so you can do like this. 55. See, now it is showing the whole sum of the 10 digits, right? I hope you guys have understood this much. Okay. And I'm hoping you guys know how you can print horizontally, right? Now, let's do one more problem statement, which is problem 10.js. Okay. In the last question, what you have done, you print 1 to 5, right? Or 1 to 10, or sum of 1 to 5, 1 to 10, right? In horizontal or and vertical as well, right? In this statement, you have to print 5 to 1. You have to run your loop in the reverse order, 5 to 1. So how can you do this? Now let's see. I'm doing this by using for loop. Okay, for let I is equals to where I need to start 5, right? But from till where? Till 1 is 1. Okay, till I is greater than equals to 1. And what I need to do is incrementing, which is I minus minus. Okay, this time what we are doing? Decrement. Okay, and then you can do console.log, which is I. Clear? Now let's see the output. Node problem 10.js. Sorry, my bad. I put comma instead of instead of dot, I use comma. Okay. You can see 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Suppose you want to print this 5 to 1 in horizontal way. How you will do it? You will